Over the last couple of years or so, the NBA has become incredibly diverse when it comes to including international players. Superstars like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant have paved the way and spread the love for basketball all over the world, resulting in an influx of international exposure in players. In this video, we'll talk about the top 25 best foreign players in the NBA. Let's get started. At number 25, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo from Greece. The Greek Freak is one of the best overall players in the game today and has been steadily improving his skills with each season that he's been in the league. His unique combination of size, skill, and speed makes him almost unguardable and a terrifying opponent, so his name on this list shouldn't really come as a surprise. For number 24, we have Luka Doncic from Slovenia. Luka is only in his second season in the NBA, but has already established himself as one of the top-ranking players in the entire league. He made his very first All-Star game at the mere age of 20 years old. While he isn't old enough to even buy himself a drink in the United States, he's certainly old enough to be dunking buckets against some of the best in the world. Moving on to number 23, with Joel Embiid from Cameroon. Joel Embiid was dealing with a severe foot injury, and fans had to wait 2 whole seasons to watch him play. But when they did, it was totally worth the wait. He helped get the 76ers from a mediocre position to an endurable team, playoff force to be reckoned with. Let's take a look at number 22, with Nikola Jokic from Serbia. He might not be the most athletic player you've ever seen, but he's definitely a man who can score well for his team. The Joker made the All-Star game for the last couple of consecutive seasons and seems to be constantly improving his game with each passing year. At number 21, we have Rudy Gobert from France. Over the last few years, Gobert has become one of the most formidable shot blockers in the league. They don't call him the Stifle Tower for nothing. He won a bunch of awards for his stellar performance and even made his very first All-Star game last season. Following up with number 20 is Pascal Siakam from Cameroon. Siakam basically emerged out of nowhere and helped the Toronto Raptors to take home their first NBA championship, which is no small feat. He was good enough to be named an All-Star starter and won the title of Most Improved Player. At number 19, it's Ben Simmons from Australia. Thanks to Ben Simmons, the 76ers have been able to turn the entire team's trajectory around, leaving their misfortunes behind. He was the number 1 pick overall in 2016 and has since then lived up to all the expectations we had from this player. For number 18, we have Domantas Sabonis from Lithuania. The Pacers decided to trade Paul George to Oklahoma City in 2017, and in exchange, they got Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. While most people would consider Oladipo the crown jewel, we think Sabonis is a much rarer find. If he continues to play at the level he is now, he could very well surpass his Hall of Famer father, Arvydas Sabonis. Moving on to number 17, with Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. There's no doubt that the Dallas Mavericks are the one team that values international talent above anyone else. After missing the 2018 to 2019 season because of an ACL injury, he came back in full physical form for his first season in Dallas and hasn't looked back since. We can see him making it to a number of All-Star games throughout his career. Let's talk about number 16, with Nikola Vucevic from Montenegro. Nikola has definitely been one of the most underrated players in the league for over a decade now. After joining the Orlando Magic in 2012, he's been a consistent scoring option and was finally recognized for his skill in 2019 with his first All-Star game appearance. Coming up at number 15 is Marc Gasol from Spain. Even though he's now at the end of a fantastic career, Gasol is still one of the best international players in the league. While his stats may have dropped when he was traded to Toronto in 2020, he played an integral role during the Raptors' 2019 NBA Finals win. Let's talk about number 14, with Steven Adams from New Zealand. Some fans may have given him an adorable nickname of the Big Kiwi, but he's been a killer defensive rock for the Oklahoma City Thunder ever since he became the starting center. We think he's a highly underrated player and deserves way more recognition than he currently gets. Up next is number 13, Al Horford from the Dominican Republic. Horford has been lucky enough to enjoy a long, successful career in the NBA. The 5-time All-Star is a defensive giant on the court, and his impact on the floor is far greater than the numbers we see on the stats sheet. In the 13 seasons that he's played for the NBA, he's never missed the playoffs, an achievement very few players in the NBA can claim. At number 12, we have Bojan Bogdanovic from Croatia. No matter where he's played in the league, Bogdanovic has been able to produce results. He's played an integral role in the success of multiple teams, whether as a starter or just coming off the bench. For number 11, it's Danilo Gallinari from Italy. The 6'10" Italian has become one of the best scorers in the NBA over the last 10 years. He's a super skilled player whose 12 seasons in the league have averaged double-digit points every year, other than his rookie season with the Knicks. Moving on to number 10 with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from Canada. The Canadian-born player is one of the best youngsters in the entire league and was able to average 19.3 points alongside Chris Paul during only his second season. He's shown a lot of potential as an all-star, and we think Oklahoma City got lucky when they got this gem. For number 9, it's Clint Capella from Switzerland. Capella made a splash in Houston, and it wasn't long before he became known as a dominant shot blocker. But he didn't quite fit the mold for the Rockets and was traded to the Atlanta Hawks, where he's currently the leader in career field goal percentage. At number 8, it's Andrew Wiggins from Canada. Wiggins was the first overall pick in the 2014 draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers, after a year of playing college basketball for the Kansas Jayhawks. Currently, he plays for the Golden State Warriors as a result of a trade in exchange for D'Angelo Russell. Wiggins has also just been awarded a 4-year extension, so it looks like he'll be staying put for now. Let's discuss number 7 with Ricky Rubio from Spain. Rubio plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and thanks to his talent, he became the youngest player ever to play in the Spanish ACB League in 2005. He was only 14 years old. About a year later, he also made his EuroLeague debut in 2006 at age 16. Coming up at number 6 with Dennis Schroeder from Germany. Schroeder showed a lot of promise during his first 5 seasons in Atlanta when he took over the starting guard position from Jeff Teague. He was then traded to Oklahoma City in 2018, where he was coming off the bench. At 29 years old, the pro player is now a part of the LA Lakers. For number 5, we have Joe Ingles from Australia. The Australian player last played for the Utah Jazz and quickly became a fan favorite before he went on to the Milwaukee Bucks. He also represents Australia's own national team and primarily plays at the shooting guard and small forward positions. Moving on to number 4, it's Goran Dragic from Slovenia. The Slovenian player entered the NBA in 2008 under the Phoenix Suns and has been a pretty solid player for most of his career. He won the Most Improved Player award in the 2013-14 season and also made the All-NBA team the same season. He now plays for the Chicago Bulls and has been aptly nicknamed the Dragon. At number 3, we have Serge Ibaka from the Republic of the Congo. With Oklahoma City, Ibaka was one of the best defensive players we'd seen in a long time. He was subsequently traded from Orlando to Toronto in 2017 and was part of the team that helped the Raptors take home their first championship win in 2019. Let's talk about number 2 with Jonas Valanciunas from Lithuania. Valanciunas was initially selected as the 5th overall pick by the Toronto Raptors in the 2011 NBA draft. By 2019, he was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies, and this Lithuanian-born pro player is currently with the New Orleans Pelicans. He boasts an impressive number of 286 double-doubles in his career. Finally, at number 1 is Jamal Murray from Canada. The Nuggets chose Murray in the 7th overall pick during the 2016 NBA draft, and he's gradually become one of the best players among his peers. He's also stated to be one of the most favorite players to make it to this season's All-Star game. That's a wrap for this video. Do you have any thoughts about these foreign players in the NBA? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.